Vedas are scriptures to the whole humanity. India, being the spiritual land, always gave birth to eminent scholars who remained unquenched and always sought a path to know the real existence of life on earth. Their greatest efforts, toil, sacrifice, and tapasya have given humanity the answer to every question. Our forefathers have shown us the secret of how to cut open the densest parts of darkness in our life, how to tread the path, what is the real essence and reason of our existence on earth, and how to reach immortality. To the one who aspires to live life gracefully, elegantly, powerfully, Vedas are a guidance for life. But why are the Vedas so complicated and written with so many symbolisms? One of the leading principles of the mystics was the sacredness and secrecy of self knowledge and the true knowledge of the gods. They considered this as dangerous to the ordinary human mind, or in any case liable to perversion and misuse if revealed to unpurified spirits. Hence, they clothed their language in words and images, which had a spiritual sense for the elect, a concrete sense for the ordinary worshippers. The Vedic hymns were conceived and constructed on this principle. The real essence is to be found in an inner meaning of these hymns. 7 rivers. The sea of superconscient, the sea of subconscient, and the life of the living beings between the two. This is the Vedic idea of existence. The sea of superconscient is the goal of the rivers of clarity. The sea of the subconscient in the heart within is their place of rising. The 7 rivers are the imagery of the waters of truth and bliss that flow from the supreme ocean of the superconscient. These rivers try to flow upon earth, but in heaven they are prevented by Vritra, the besieger, from flowing down to the earth consciousness in which we mortals live, till Indra smites Vritra with his flashing lightnings and cuts out a passage on the summits of the earth consciousness to enable it to flow down. 7 cows. The sevenfold principle of existence is imaged as rivers and also as fostering cows when it is referred to as consciousness. These shining herds are captured by dasyus called funnies, whose leader Vala is a demon. They steal the shining herds and hold them captive inside caves. To recover this lost wealth, sacrifice has to be performed. And then Sarama, the heavenly hound, helps to find out the cows in the cave of the funnies. Indra, strong, and the Angirasas, the seers, follow the track, enter the cave, or violently break open the strong places, defeat the bunnies, and drive upward the delivered herds. The inner symbolism of this refers to the beautiful knowledge and consciousness that is ready to befall on us. However, it is captured and locked inside us when we harbor wrong thoughts, ideas, emotions, who are the dasyus or funnies. All are coiled lower emotions, thoughts, ideas that we harbor in ourselves actually have stolen our real wealth of knowledge and consciousness which is due to us. When we make an attempt to sacrifice it all, we become the true inheritors and reclaim our true wealth from the Swarloka or the superconscient. Agni. Agni is the most important, the most universal of the Vedic gods. He is the purifier, the fire that prepares and perfects, the will in the prana. He rises upwards always and transfigures his powers into the energies of mind. Our passions and obscure emotions are the smoke of this Agni's burning. All our nervous forces are assured of their action only by his support. He leads the thoughts towards effective power. He leads the active energies towards light. Agni, situated in every strand of us, is actually leading upward the aspiration in humanity. It is here the first possibility of the great passage, the transition from mortality to immortality, becomes possible. The central conception of Veda is the conquest of the truth out of the darkness of ignorance, and by the conquest of the truth, it is also the conquest of immortality. We have to cross beyond all the planes in order to arrive at the higher plane of that superconscient truth, which is the foundation of immortality. This is the world of Swar, to which the Angirasa Rishis have found the path for their posterity. The Vedic sacrifice is psychologically a symbol of cosmic and individual activity of becoming self conscious, enlightened, and aware of our unique goal. The whole process of the universe is, in its very nature, a sacrifice, voluntary or involuntary. Self fulfillment by self immolation, to grow by giving, is the universal law.